everyone, this is Paul Gale from paulgalenetwork.com, and thank you for joining me today for Video Game Sales. It is January 27th, 2022, and in today's video we're going to check out the hardware and software sales in the country of Japan, occupying that time period of January 17th through January 23rd, 2022. This is courtesy of Famitsu and represents what they consider the fourth week of the calendar year. Starting off on the hardware side of things, the best-selling platform in Japan for last week was the Nintendo Switch, which moved 77,219 units. PlayStation 5 came in at second, selling 18,857. The Xbox Series was third, moving 2,627 units. The Nintendo 3DS was fourth, which sold 325, and the PlayStation 4 was fifth, selling 14. PS4s and 3DSs, they're on their way out. You know, the 3DS is on the verge of turning 11, believe it or not, this March. PlayStation 4 recently turned 8, so you're not going to see anything big. Most of these weeks are probably going to be down from where they were the prior year for that respective week, but hey, they're still hanging in there. You know, Nintendo and Sony aren't making new 3DS and PS4s respectively in Japan. However, Sony recently announced that they'll be making 1 million more PS4s approximately to ship throughout the world to help, because some people can't get a PS5, so maybe they'll get into the PS4 ecosystem if they're late adopters to it. So who knows, maybe Japan will actually get a new shipment of PS4s, but probably not the most likely. But yeah, small numbers on those two platforms. But let's look at the rest. The Xbox Series, with its 2,600, actually had more units sell by approximately 400 than the previous week, so that's good for Microsoft, keeping that number there and hopefully continuing to rise. The PlayStation 5 moving 18,000 was not only more than last week, but more than last year's 17,000. So that shows promise that Sony is, you know, doing better with Japan. No more of these 1,200, well, it never got that low, but no more of these like 1,900 units per week shipments. We shouldn't see a brand new console sell that poorly, but part of that is reflective on a lack of units being shipped to the country in the first place. So 18,000, that's not bad. I think that the minimum should be 10, and 10 is pretty bad, but if you're doing 10 per week at minimum, and then throughout the holidays you're having these 90,000 weeks and stuff like that, like that's kind of solid, you know, that's some decent growth. If you could get to 50 a week, that's really respectable, but that's too much to ask right now from Sony and Japan, because they are definitely gravitating more towards the Western market, including, you know, Europe and North America, South America even. But 18,000, that's quite fine. Nintendo Switch, with its 77,000, is on a decline from last week's 94,000, from last year's 110,000. You're getting to a point of market saturation in Japan, so there aren't as many people that are clamoring for a Nintendo Switch, because a lot of people, 23.4 million of them, already have them. So there still is room to grow. It's just the percent is getting smaller and smaller of what that room is. So we're going to see some declining sales year on year. I still think that Nintendo Switch will sell 4.5 million units in Japan for the year of 2022, but that is down from the previous year and so forth. I do also think, though, chip shortage has something to do with it. I'm sure that if Nintendo could make more, they would pump out more. We have yet to see any dramatic price drops all around the globe, or a player's choice line in reduced priced software. So I think those things will help boost sales and help Nintendo Switch get to that 160 million mark worldwide. But also, this could be a little bit reflective of that calm before the storm, you know? We've got Pokemon Legends Arceus coming out tomorrow, January 28th, in which in some countries around the world, it already is the 28th, and people like in Australia, for instance, or people with eShop access to the Australian eShop store are enjoying the game, and the game is doing well. You know, it's sitting at an 86 averaged review across like 46 different websites, publications. So that number could go up, more likely to go down, but you know, mid 80s is definitely pretty strong. That's very respectable. And based off of what I received internally, Pokemon Legends Arceus does look like it could be the second best opening Nintendo Switch software in its 5 year history, right? Only second to Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's yet to be confirmed. We'll have to see how it does this weekend, but it's tracking very well. So perhaps next week there will be a greater shipment to Japan to accommodate the Pokemon Legends Arceus new Nintendo Switch adopters. Oh, and if we don't see a dramatic increase in hardware, it should be slight. I'm not expecting anything dramatic for that matter, but probably on the software side, like you're gonna see some massive 1.2 plus million opening numbers for Arceus, and that's gonna be on the physical side alone, digital included. In Japan, this thing might be a 2 million seller just in that country alone. Rest of the world combined, digital and physical, you know, low sixes is almost a guaranteed. Could it reach that mid seven zone? That'd be wild. If you look at the breakdown in different platforms, the PS5 physical far outsells the digital by like 5 to 1. The Xbox Series X and S a little bit closer this week with 1,600 and 1,000 respectively. The OLED model of the Nintendo Switch leads the pack on the Nintendo Switch family with 36,000, followed by the base model at 27,000 and the Lite at 13,000. So pretty good stuff all around. Everyone's eating, and I like to see that. I like to see the pie being full and different companies enjoying the pie. All right, moving on into the software side of things. This is software that represents all companies' data bestsellers, but Nintendo did take the top 10, so this is a top 10 Nintendo Switch software, but keeping in mind, fair game, everyone could be on this chart. It's just the best-selling games happen to be all on Nintendo's console. At number 1, though, Mario Party Superstars came in at 20,340 copies sold. At second is Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, selling 13,696. In third, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate with 13,347. In fourth place, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with 13,340. In fifth place, the Nintendo Switch version of Minecraft, which moved 9,892 copies. In sixth, Animal Crossing New Horizons, 9,257 of those copies sold. In seventh, Ring Fit Adventure, selling 7,668. In eighth, Big Brain Academy, Brain vs. Brain, which moved 6,994 units. In ninth, Momotaro Dentetsu, with 6,948 copies sold. And in 10th, Clubhouse Games, 51 Worldwide Classics, which moved 5,301 copies. You see a lot of evergreens. It's mostly dominated by Nintendo's first-party software, including Pokemon Company. Although we do have a Konami title in Momotaro, we do have a Microsoft title in Minecraft, so that's good to see. I imagine that when we get the rest of this top 30 chart, this is obviously just the first 10 for now, probably most of those, spots 11 to 30 will be Nintendo Switch. I'll give PlayStation the benefit of having one PlayStation 4 software in the top 30, but we'll see. Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see Pokemon Legends Arceus come out next week. Well, it's out now in Japan, but next week, Thursday morning, we're going to see the results of that weekend. And I wonder, depending on how well it does, will Nintendo, will the Pokemon Company, will Game Freak, will somebody, announce Monday morning, Pokemon Legends Arceus opened up to 6.5 million opening weekend, the greatest opening of any Pokemon game in history, or the game opened up to 8 million sales worldwide, being the second best-selling Nintendo Switch opening weekend software title in its near 5 year history. I don't know. Depending on how they word it, they want to be prideful, make the community happy because the community rallies around it. Not to be bragful necessarily, but to shine some light, because we like that. We like the games that we get when they're good quality, and we like to see the games succeed. So there's plenty of room to go around and have everyone be happy if said results are shared. So hopefully, we'll see though. But yeah, that's going to do it today for Video Game Sales with Paul Gale Network. Thank you all for watching with me. Have a good one. I got my Charmander shirt on. I'm pretty excited for Pokemon Legends Arceus tomorrow. And I hope you all have a good day. And I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Bye. And as always, thank you to Chris1964 from the InstallBaseForum.com forums for nicely putting together this chart. All right. Bye.